In a world where power battles devotion and immortality meets its match, we unfold a tale of an ancient legend. Today, let's dive into the epic saga of Hiranyakashyap, the mighty demon king, Lord Narasimha, the fierce half-man, half-lion avatar, and Prahlad, the epitome of unwavering devotion. Join us as we traverse a story where faith challenges fury and divinity confronts tyranny.
In the records of time, there existed a realm where power was the ultimate currency. Here, Hiranyakashyap, a demon of formidable strength and ambition, yearned for dominion over not just the earth, but the heavens too. His desire for power was not just a thirst, but an obsession. To achieve this, he embarked on a journey of severe penance, willing to endure the unthinkable to appease the gods. As the sun scorched his body and the rains battered his being, Hiranyakashyap's penance caught the attention of god Brahma, the creator. Impressed by his determination, Brahma appeared before him, ready to grant a boon. The demon king Hiranyakashyap, with cunning and foresight, asked for near invincibility. He asked for immunity from death by any living being, neither by man nor beast, neither during the day nor at night, and neither inside a dwelling nor outside, neither with a melee weapon nor with a ranged weapon. This boon, he believed, was his ticket to unparalleled power. With the boon granted, Hiranyakashyap's arrogance knew no bounds. He proclaimed himself the ruler of all, demanding worship as a god. His rule was tyrannical, marked by fear and cruelty. Temples of the gods were demolished, replaced by statues and altars in his own image. He declared that prayers and offerings were to be made solely to him, challenging the authority of the very gods who had empowered him. But in his quest for omnipotence, Hiranyakashyap sowed the seeds of his own downfall. His disdain for the gods, especially god Vishnu, grew with each passing day. Little did he know that his actions would stir the cosmos, leading to a divine intervention beyond his imagination.
The stage was set, not just for a clash of powers, but for a tale of devotion that would echo through the ages to come.
In the shadow of tyranny, a beacon of hope was born. Prahlad, the son of Hiranyakashipu, emerged not just as a prince, but as a devotee, an anomaly in the court of the demon king.
From a tender age, Prahlad displayed an innate attraction to the path of righteousness, his heart resonating with the teachings and glory of Lord Vishnu.
This was a divergence that bewildered and infuriated his father. As Prahlad grew, so did the chasm between father and son. The halls of the palace, once echoing with edicts of terror, now whispered tales of Prahlad's devotion. Every attempt by Hiranyakashipu to steer his son towards his tyrannical beliefs met with quiet, firm resistance.
So now Prahlad, with the innocence of a child and the wisdom of a sage, saw beyond the facade of his father's power, his soul anchored in his faith in God Vishnu.
Hiranyakashipu, enraged by his son's defiance, decided to put Prahlad's faith to the test. From venomous snakes to raging fires, from poison to trampling by elephants, each method more fearsome than the last was employed. Yet, miraculously, Prahlad emerged unharmed each time.
His unwavering devotion to Lord Vishnu formed an invisible shield, protecting him from all harm.
The more Hiranyakashipu tried to break Prahlad's spirit, the stronger his devotion grew. Teachers and demons alike stood in awe as the young prince, with unwavering calmness and serenity, continued to chant the name of Vishnu. His resilience was not just a testament to his faith, but a beacon of hope for those oppressed by his father's rule. Prahlad's story was becoming a legend, one that promised the emergence of a divine power, a power that would challenge the very foundations of Hiranyakashipu's tyranny. As the tales of Prahlad's miraculous survivals spread, Hiranyakashipu's fury reached new heights. The Demon King, once confident in his uncontested power, now faced a challenge unlike any other, not from an external enemy, but from his own blood. Each act of defiance by Prahlad fanned the flames of his wrath, turning the palace into a battleground of ideologies.
Desperate to assert his dominance, escalated his efforts to break Prahlad's spirit. The king employed his most fearsome demons, instructing them to use their dark powers to instill fear in the young prince. Whether it was being thrown off a cliff, cast into a pit of snakes, or subjected to demonic spells, Prahlad remained unharmed. His devotion a shield more potent than any armor.
The royal palace, once a symbol of Hiranyakashipu's might, now echoed with the chants of Vishnu's name by Prahlad. This defiance in the heart of his domain was a blow to Hiranyakashipu's ego. The king's advisors and generals watched in a mix of fear and awe as every plot against Prahlad not only failed but seemed to strengthen the boy's resolve.
As each attempt to harm Prahlad failed, it became clear that a divine force was at play.
Hiranyakashipu, blinded by rage, refused to see the signs of the impending divine intervention. In his arrogance, he failed to understand that his actions were hastening his own downfall, setting the stage for a cosmic showdown. The kingdom braced itself as the tension between the Demon King and his devout son hinted at an approaching storm of epic proportions. As the sun dipped into twilight, casting long shadows over Hiranyakashipu's kingdom, an ominous silence fell. It was the calm before a storm, a moment suspended in time. The tyrant, in his blind rage, confronted Prahlad once more, challenging the existence of his protector, Vishnu. Little did he know The twilight hour was a harbinger of his doom. In a spectacular display of cosmic justice, the tale of Narasimha and Hiranyakashyap unfolds, revealing the limitations of earthly boons against divine power. Hiranyakashyap, having performed rigorous penances, received formidable boons from Brahma and Shiva, rendering him nearly invincible. In health, he could not be harmed by dry or wet weapons, thunderbolts, or any known weapon. His combat skills surpassed those of all gods, and his power shook the very Himalayas. He became a terror, seemingly invulnerable at day or night, indoors or outdoors, by any living being or traditional weapon. But divine will find its way. When Hiranyakashyap, consumed by anger, questioned the omnipresence of Vishnu, challenging if he resided even in a mere pillar, he unknowingly set the stage for his downfall. In response, Narsimha, a fearsome avatar of Vishnu that was neither fully human nor animal, emerged from the shattered pillar.
Suddenly, a thunderous roar shattered the silence, echoing through the halls of the palace. From within a stone pillar, struck by Hiranyakashyap in his rage, emerged a form both terrifying and awe-inspiring. Narsimha, the half-man, half-lion avatar of Vishnu, stood before them. He was neither fully human nor beast, and his arrival at twilight defied the bounds of Hiranyakashyap's boon.
Narasimha's eyes blazed with divine fury, his presence overwhelming. Hiranyakashyap, for the first time, felt fear grip his heart. The demon king realized the grave error in his ways, but it was too late. Narsimha moved with a speed and power that defied the mortal realm. He was the embodiment of divine wrath, the answer to Prahlad's unshakable devotion. The battle that ensued was unlike any other. Narasimha, with his immense strength, grappled with Hiranyakashyap. In the twilight hour, neither day nor night, Narasimha confronted the tyrant at the threshold of his palace, a space that was neither fully inside nor outside. With his divine form, he bypassed the constraints of Hiranyakashyap's boons. Narasimha, placing Hiranyakashyap on his lap, which was neither earth nor air, used his claws, neither living nor inanimate, to end the demon king's reign. This act of divine retribution was a profound assertion of the inevitability of divine justice, echoing the message that no boon can shield one from the consequences of their tyranny and evil. As Hiranyakashyap lay defeated, the universe seemed to exhale in relief. The tyrant who sought to be immortal, to challenge the gods, lay vanquished by the divine avatar, Narasimha. This moment was not just the end of a reign of terror, but a powerful testament to the inevitable fall of those who let arrogance and power cloud their judgment. With the fall of Hiranyakashyap, a wave of change swept across the kingdom. Narasimha, in his act of divine justice, had restored Dharma, the cosmic law and order.
Temples were rebuilt, prayers resumed, and the people, once living in fear, now celebrated their freedom. The reign of terror had ended, and a new era of peace and righteousness began. Now young Prince Prahlad emerged as a beacon of devotion and wisdom. His unwavering faith had been the catalyst for divine intervention. He ascended to the throne not as a mere ruler, but as a visionary leader, guiding his kingdom with the principles of kindness, justice, and devotion.
His rule was a golden period, a time where wisdom and compassion prevailed over might and tyranny. The tale of Narasimha, Prahlad, and Hiranyakashyap goes beyond a mere story. It's a timeless message that transcends ages, the triumph of good over evil, the power of devotion, and the inevitability of divine justice. It reminds us that no matter how insurmountable the darkness seems, a single light of truth and faith can dispel it. This story, etched in the records of time, continues to inspire and guide humanity. As our tale concludes, we're reminded of the timeless battle between good and evil, power and devotion. Hiranyakashipu's fall and Prahlad's triumph teach us about the indomitable spirit of true faith. What did you take away from this story? Share your insights and join us next time for another enthralling tale from the depths of history and mythology. Don't forget to subscribe to Cosmic Vedic Journey so you never miss any update.